市议员黄敏仪15日在法拉盛凯辛娜公园召开发布会，谴责近日内在凯辛娜公园内毁坏300棵小树的行为，并呼吁公众提供线索，举报破坏公园树木幼苗的不法分子。
今天市议员黄敏仪、三周旺跟那个公园局还有警察局一起来到那个凯辛娜 Park， 这边新种植的一些树被人破坏了。
The boundary between Casino and Casino corridor, that TI project's just wrapping up now. I'm not sure the status of the Greenway. I feel like that's always in the works, but the funding's probably still being secured for that bit. Yeah, I think that's the big TI one right at the corner.
他们现在怀疑是不是那些骑山地车的人，搞什么运动的人导致的。
Over the past 2 years, volunteers have planted and cared for approximately 2,000 trees as a part of a reforestation effort to the benefit of the local community and to our natural environment right here in Casino Park. Over the past week, either someone or a group of individuals has taken it upon themselves to dig up this area to create what appears to be a well-planned track for exactly what we're not sure. In the process, not only did they disturb this natural habitat, they uprooted and killed nearly 300 recently planted trees, as well as cut off branches of several mature trees that were on their way. And beyond the investment of time and effort by the volunteers, the city is conservatively estimating the vandalism at $15,000 in damages, making this destruction of the public parkland a felony. I grew up not from here and frequented this park as a child and also as an adult. And one unique feature of Casino Park is wooded area and trail system that offers secluded hikes in the middle of Northeast Queens. Unfortunately, someone just decided to claim the space for their personal use. We're not sure who this is, and this is why we're here today to ask for the public's help. We know that there are residents who enjoy walking these trails on a regular basis. We're urging them either to contact the Parks and NYPD if they see any suspicious activity in the past week, and you could call 1-800-577-TIPS. I want to thank Commissioner Donahue, the New York City Parks Department, the NYPD, and Mayor Adams for attention to this issue. And lastly, I want to really recognize the incredible and valuable work by a dedicated team of volunteers who many of these nursery trees and help maintain and protect Casino Parks. I was just here recently 2 or 3 weeks ago, walking through these trails and looking at the amazing work that these volunteers have to do. I have to say, the community, I'm really heartbroken and also angry at the same time that someone, or a group of people can't do this to our parks. And right now, I'd like to invite Commissioner Donahue to come up and say a few words.
Absolutely. Thank you, Councilmember. I'd like to first start off by expressing my sincere gratitude to Councilmember Ang for bringing us here today, and also to the NYPD for your support. What occurred here last week is an appalling act of vandalism against our public green spaces. Trees are so essential to our city, not just for beautifying our neighborhoods, which they certainly do, but also for cleaning our air, providing much needed shade, and absorbing stormwater. As we confront the effects of climate change and a rise in severe weather events, it's more important than ever that we preserve our precious trees to strengthen our city's ability to handle storms in future generations. That's why it's so unthinkable to us that someone would do this. The damaged area was a new forest containing hundreds of baby trees and shrubs that had been planted just in the last year with the help of many extraordinary volunteers from this community. It marked the culmination of a multi-year forest restoration effort to rebuild the canopy in this section of Casino Park. The shocking vandalism, as the council member said, destroyed more than 300 trees at this location. Not only did we lose precious natural resources, but the destruction here also undermined the efforts of our park staff and local volunteers who work so hard to restore this forest. Our Parks Enforcement Patrol has increased its presence here over the past week in an attempt to identify those responsible. This administration is dedicated to ensuring public safety, not just on our streets and subways, but also in our parks. And as our mayor often says, public safety is the prerequisite to prosperity. We're working with NYPD on their investigation, but as a council member said, we're also asking for the public's help as well. If you witness any illegal activity in our parks, please alert the Parks Department, the Parks Enforcement Patrol, or NYPD. Once again, I'd like to thank the council member as well as the NYPD for their assistance. In addition, I want to give a big shout out to our Parks Natural Resources Group, our Parks Enforcement Patrol, and the Queensborough team. And also our partners at Casino Synergy for all of their efforts in helping us take care of this beautiful area. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Commissioner. And now I'd like to invite Chief Bessenstack to come up and say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We were alerted to the damage in this park on Wednesday of this past week, and believe that the destruction may have happened the prior weekend. Our detectives are currently investigating this incident, and we ask that anyone who has any information related to the individuals who would do such damage to call our Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577-TIPS. Additionally, if you observe anyone damaging any Parks Department property, or if you see anyone operating an ATV, a dirt bike, or a moped in any New York City park, please contact us at 911 or call your local precinct or notify your neighborhood coordination officers. We will respond, summons the individual, and confiscate those illegally operated vehicles. We're going to continue working closely with Councilmember Ung's office, Commissioner Donahue, and the New York City Parks Department, in addition to have additional patrols out here to make sure that this doesn't happen again. We appreciate your help in finding the individuals responsible. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And now I'd like to invite Leona Chen, who is really the super volunteer here, who have led all these efforts to plant these trees, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Good morning. I'm Leona Chen of Casino Synergy. I want to say thank you to Parks Department, Natural Areas, Councilmember Ung, Police Department, the Parks Enforcement Patrol. They have always worked collaboratively with us. They've always supported us and overseen all of our work. We're here 4 or 5 days a week, so we also want to thank the community members that stepped up and alerted Parks Department, which led us to investigate on Wednesday. Again, I'm pleading with the community to please step up and report anything that you've seen or known. Our volunteers are dedicated to replant and re-energize and revitalize the area because we live here. And at this point, we are angry, but we also are reserved in how we feel about the park itself and how it serves the community. So we, again, thank everyone for being here and having the concern for the parks, and we wish and hope that everyone understands how dedicated our parks employees are, because they're here even though they're short-staffed, even though they're overworked, and they always are here to support us, to support you. Thank you. Trees that we planted, or Parks Department and volunteers planted. I don't even know how, because hopefully they would all grow and thrive. This trail leads into that cycling pit right there. And so maybe some of you know that when we were here Wednesday with our students, we were outraged. So we put obstacles here. Tree branches, tree trunks, rocks, because they had cleared this area and moved all of the rocks near the mulch piles out by the Blue Trail. We call this area Main West, and we had been working here, and when we came Wednesday, it was just, we were all like heartbroken, but everyone was angry too. So we put everything on the trail, hoping that they wouldn't come back. We have a team that comes on Thursday morning, and they had cleared the trail, right? And so they didn't do it Friday, right? We were here Friday as well.
Friday they didn't come back.
Friday they didn't come. Saturday they didn't come. I was here Sunday, and the obstacles were still here, but obviously they were here yesterday. Today's Monday morning. They've cleared it all, and they've probably been riding here in defiance of, you know, what we were trying to do. And if you look inside, that's what they ruined. So the density of the trees you can see on the other side of the blue trail, it should look exactly the same on this side, and that's what they destroyed, all of the trees. So when we got here on Wednesday, some trees were strewn to the side, but a lot of the trees were missing. So we don't know if they took them and tossed them, but they're no longer there. Plus they dug the grooves for the cyclists probably to ride. And then we found another spot, right? It's over here?
Yeah, there's a smaller spot.
Yeah, there's a smaller spot. I guess I can leave it over there. So if you follow here, where am I going? It's over here, right?
Yeah, so farther this way. If you want an example of one of the trees that they like cut all the limbs off of.
Yeah, they cut the trees. I mean, they cut the limbs off these trees so that I guess the riders wouldn't get their eyeballs poked out.
So here's the remnants of that.
Knowing what we know about racing, we know they created this trail to accelerate, probably, right? Accelerate. And again, there was grass here too. So the trail. Ride over, like mountain bikers would, you know. Yeah, we tried. Yeah, they moved
So
some
it
of
looks
the
like
things.
they cleared the debris off of that area.
Right, so that they could ride the inside
They
of the
could
track.
ride the inside. I don't think they got this
Yeah,
far.
so
Do you guys know where it starts?
there's another circle right in here.
So technically it starts over there. There's another smaller circle.
Where is it, right here?
That's disconnected.
Yeah, because all of our teammates, I guess our team volunteers, were so angry. They were all pulling stuff, and we're here 3 hours every morning.
Right.
And they put these down so they couldn't follow. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see,
Oh yeah.
you know, there's some challenge here, right?
Oh, and here are the dirt.
Yes, you can see, like you can see the tracks,
Right.
the track marks, right?
Right.
So what they did is what we suspect, and again, we have some knowledge of cyclists. They have come in this area and like created I don't know how would you say it, like an area to kind of ride.
Oh, in here?
And accelerate, yeah. So I guess if you could put yourself in the mind of a cyclist, you know, you're out here and you're just trying to have fun and get a thrill. So you're gonna ride, accelerate, come down this hill, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we put all the obstacles in their way, and then they'll go into the pit, and they could be timed maybe, or you know, whatever, you know, points for whatever. And then they would go inside. But like I said, this area has been marked as a natural areas restoration area for years. There's signs in the front. The only way to access it is to come inside here or to come in from the back. And the thing is, we had spoken to some people on Saturday, and we had warned them that they shouldn't be here on the trail. Yet they said, oh no, there's no problem at all, no problem at all. And then we didn't see or hear from them. So like we're working with Parks Department to identify those people. But like I said, they keep coming back because we're here every day. And like I said, we're not here Sunday and Monday. And those are the only 2 days that like we can't inspect or follow up.
Are you guys gonna put any, or are the police gonna put any barriers, physical?
I don't know, because the possibility is to lock the parking
Right.
gate so that they can't have access.
Right.
But I don't know what their plans are. They haven't spoken to us.
Would you like that? Would that make you feel better?
We're just angry that they thought that it was property that they could destroy. And it just was like unbelievable to us that they would do, whoever it was that would do something like that. And then, like I said, to come back and clear the trails again. So obviously they're defying like the reporting that happened last week. So we're just pleading with the community because they were the ones that actually saw, and we've had community members reach out to us to tell them things that they have seen. So we're so appreciative. And like I said, Parks Department, Natural Areas has been so supportive of our work, and we appreciate it because our pre-vocational teams are here with us all week. Our students are here with us all week. Our families are here with us all week. And it impacts all of them because they felt that they were making a difference, even though they knew that the little work that we did each day was not going to be like instant, and that they would see it in a few years, or they would see it when they were older, or they would see it when they graduated and came back. So for us, it's like a legacy thing, and it's really important because Parks did so much to turn the soil before they did the reforestation, and we've been following with them whatever work that they've done, and they've been feeding into us. They've been investing time in us, and we really appreciate everything because otherwise we would just be volunteers wandering around and trying to weed. But we love the park, we love our community, and we love our families. So this is, how do you say, a betrayal if it's someone from the community, and also to Parks Department because they are short-staffed, they are overworked, but they're dedicated. They really are dedicated. They come out and they help us anytime we need anything. So I hope everyone understands how important it is and how we have to mitigate the flooding, keep this place green, make it healthy for people to walk and have like mental, spiritual, recreational health. It's all about us. So again, and I thank you all for being here. Is that good?
这些地被他们把原本种在路上的树给拔掉，然后弄了一个那个赛道出来，还有摆上这些障碍物，弄成他们的一个赛道。这是对公园的一个破坏哈，他们差不多拔掉了300多棵树，这种下来的这些树都是这些义工花了很多时间来照顾的，所以我们刚才这位义工的这位女负责人提起来，心里就非常非常的愤怒跟难过。他们设置的一个障碍的一个地方。你看这些是被破坏的树啊，像这个放砖头的这个地方，肯定是有棵树被他们拔掉了。